In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Gling AI to automatically cut silences and remove bad takes from your YouTube videos so you can edit faster without scrubbing through hours of footage. If you're tired of manually trimming repauses, re-recorded lines, or awkward moments, Gling AI does that for you in just a few clicks. I'll walk through how it works, what it actually removes, and how to use it for clean, professional YouTube edits. I'm Erin from AI Academy, and before we jump in, you can click the link below to try Gling AI for yourself and follow along as I walk through the platform step by step. So what exactly is Gling AI? Gling is an AI-powered video editing tool designed specifically for YouTube creators. Its main job is to take your raw recordings and automatically remove the things that waste the most time in editing: long silences, filler words, and bad takes. So instead of scrubbing through a timeline and manually cutting every pause or restart, Gling transcribes your video, analyzes how you're speaking, and flags the parts that don't need to be there. Then it auto cuts them for you in one pass. So what makes Gling different is that it's not trying to replace creative editing. It handles the boring cleanup work first, so you can focus on pacing, storytelling, and visuals instead of mechanical cuts. This is especially useful if you're filming talking head YouTube videos, tutorials, or long-form content where pauses and retakes add up fast. Gling takes a messy raw recording into a clean first draft in minutes. In the next step, I'll show you how Gling actually works, starting from the moment you upload a raw video. Now let's talk about the key features of Gling. Gling's features are organized around three main ideas: saving time, improving quality, and helping your videos perform better. Nothing here is about creative style. It's all about removing friction from the editing process. Save time. This is where Gling does most of the heavy lifting. Removing bad takes means Gling identifies moments where you stop, restart a sentence, or clearly mess up, and removes those sections automatically. You don't have to listen back to catch every mistake. It's already handled. Cutting silences and filler words means long pauses, dead air, and unnecessary gaps are removed so the video feels tighter and more intentional. This alone can save hours on long talking head videos. AI text-based trimming means you're not editing by dragging clips on a timeline, you're editing by changing text. If you delete a word or sentence from the transcript, Gling deletes it from the video at the same time. This is what turns a raw recording into a clean first draft quickly without manual scrubbing. Quality content. These features focus on how the video looks and sounds without changing your message. AI captions automatically generate captions so viewers can follow along even without sound. And this improves clarity and accessibility, especially for those longer videos. Noise removal cleans up background noise so your voice is clearer and more consistent without needing separate audio software. Auto framing or zooming in and out adds visual movement to the video. Instead of one static shot, Gling automatically adjusts framing to keep the video more engaging. These tools improve production quality while keeping the editing process simple. Maximize success. This category is about helping your videos perform better after they're published. The title generator helps suggest video titles, so that way you're not starting from scratch every time you upload. The chapters generator breaks long videos into sections, making them easier to navigate and more viewer-friendly. Next, video suggestions help guide future content ideas based on what you're already making. These features support consistency and growth, not just editing speed. So why this matters? Taken together, these features mean Gling isn't just cutting silences, it's helping creators move faster, clean up their videos more easily, and stay focused on content instead of technical editing steps. This is what makes Gling especially useful for YouTube creators who record a lot of talking head or educational content. Uploading a video to Gling AI. Now I'm going to select a file and let it upload. Gling works by analyzing your raw recording first, so the only thing you need to do here is drag your video into the project area or click to browse and choose a file from your computer. Gling supports most common video and audio formats you'd already be using for YouTube, including MP4, MOV, MKV, and even audio-only files if you record voiceovers separately. So whether you're filming on a camera, recording screen shares, or pulling files straight from OBS or Zoom, you don't need to convert anything beforehand. Once the file is uploaded, Gling automatically starts preparing it. So behind the scenes, it's transcribing the video, it's detecting silences, those filler words, and bad takes. So by the time it finishes loading, the heavy lifting is already done for you. So at this point, you don't need to touch anything, just let the upload finish and Gling will move straight into the editing stage. How Gling AI removes repetitive wording. So now that the file is processed, this is where you really see the value. On the left side, you can see the full transcript of the video. Gling highlights repeated phrases, unnecessary pauses, and duplicated sentences, especially the kind of repetition that happens naturally when you're thinking out loud on camera. For example, here you can see that the same idea is being said multiple times in different ways. Gling flags those sections automatically and removes the duplicates in the edit timeline while keeping the most natural version of the sentence. So instead of manually listening through the entire video to catch this, Gling handles it in seconds. The results is tighter pacing, clear delivery, and a video that feels more confident without sounding over-edited. This is especially useful for talking head videos, tutorials, and long-form YouTube content where repetition quietly kills retention. At this point, you're not locked into the AI cuts at all. You still have full control. If there's a specific word, sentence, or phrase you don't want, you can just highlight it directly in the transcript. Once it's highlighted, press delete on your keyboard, and Gling automatically removes that section from the video timeline. You're not cutting clips or dragging handles, you're editing the video by editing text. As soon as you delete it here, the cut is reflected instantly in the video. That makes it incredibly fast to clean up things like awkward pauses, repeated ideas, or sentences that don't land the way you want, without scrubbing through the footage manually. This is where Gling feels more like editing a Google Doc than a traditional video editor. Here you'll notice the Enhance option at the top of the editor. This is where Gling goes beyond cutting silences and gives you automated polish. When I open Enhance, I can toggle things like auto captions, auto zoom, B-rolls, enhance audio, and AI Studio. Each of these works independently, so you're not forced into an all or nothing edit. You can turn on captions without zoom, zoom without B-roll, or just clean up the audio and leave everything else untouched. The key thing to understand here is that these are optional enhancements, not required steps. Gling handles the boring cleanup first, and then you decide how far you want to take the edit visually. This keeps you in control while saving a huge amount of time compared to doing all of this manually in a traditional editor. Here you can control how fast or natural the cut feels after Gling removes silences. Instead of manually adding pauses back in, you use the pace slider to restore breathing room automatically. As you adjust it, Gling shows how many pauses are being restored and how much time that adds back into the video. So this is useful if the video feels too tight and you want it to sound more conversational without re-editing anything. Editing by correcting text. Here you can edit the video by editing the transcript itself. If there's a word or sentence you don't want, you just highlight it, click correct, and apply the change. Gling updates the video automatically, so you're not cutting clips on a timeline, you're changing the text and the video follows. So this makes cleaning up wording or removing mistakes much faster than traditional editing. Here you can export everything once you're done. You can export the full video, audio, subtitles, or editor-ready files, depending on what you need next. At this point, all of the cuts, pacing, and text corrections are already finalized, so you're exporting a clean, finished version instead of a rough cut. Now let's go ahead and look at pricing. Here you can choose a plan based on how much content you're actually editing each month, not how many features you want to unlock. If you're just getting started, the free plan is enough to test how Gling works. You can process up to 1 hour of media per month, export videos with a watermark, and get a feel for how the auto cutting and text-based editing works before committing. Now, the Plus plan is designed for lighter but consistent creators. It gives you up to 10 hours of media processed per month with unlimited exports and no watermark. This is a good fit if you're posting regularly but not editing long videos every day. The Pro plan is where Gling starts to make sense for serious YouTube creators. You get up to 30 hours of media processed per month, unlimited exports with no watermark, and premium support. If you're producing long-form content consistently, this is the plan most people end up using. Then we have the Elite plan for $100 per month. So it is built for high-volume creators or teams. You can process up to 100 hours of media per month with unlimited exports and premium support. This is best if editing is a daily workflow and you want everything handled at scale. You can switch between monthly and annual billing here. And if you choose annual, you save 50% overall. There are no hidden fees. You're mainly choosing how much video you want Gling to process for you each month. If you're unsure, starting on free or plus and upgrading later is usually the easiest way to decide. If you're spending too much time cutting silences, fixing mistakes, or cleaning up long recordings, Gling AI is one of the fastest ways to streamline that process without sacrificing control. It handles the boring cleanup automatically, but still lets you fine-tune pacing, wording, and structure so your videos sound natural and intentional. If you want to try it yourself, you can start with the link below and follow along with the same workflow I showed in this video. I'm Erin from AI Academy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.